So bad. Look how thick my tail is. I think I hate it. I'm literally getting anxiety doing this video. I am already nervous to film this video. This is the first time I've ever done a video about products that I do not like. And some of them I feel like are really controversial and you might be mad at me. Let me just start by saying that just because I don't like these products doesn't mean they are inherently bad products. What works for me might not work for you. So now that that's out of the way, let's get into the first product. I feel like there might be some fights in the comment section about this one, but I do not love the Tatcha Dewy Skin Cream. So before you get mad, okay, I don't think this is a bad product necessarily. Me and this product just don't get along. I don't know what it is, so if you guys can just help me in the comment section below. Maybe someone can tell me what I'm doing wrong, because when I apply this cream, every single time I wear makeup on top of it, it pills, it starts just like flaking off my face. For some reason, this cream just does not like being on my face. So I'll wear this cream on days where I am not wearing makeup just because it is so finicky when I wear it with makeup. I like the product. It smells good, it feels good, it makes my skin look really nice and glowy, but I can't wear it under makeup. So I'm super, super limited in when I can wear this product. It's really thick, so maybe I'm using too much, I don't know. Okay, so this next product is a base product and I have beef with the packaging of this product, okay? This is the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Perfector 4-in-1 Glow Makeup, and this just looks nasty. I've used this maybe twice and it's already all just covered in product and really gross looking. Not only that, I feel like when I twist this product out, I can see a clear separation between like the perfector and the liquid that's in the product. So sometimes just a bunch of clear liquid will come out. Sometimes it's the product. I don't know. I think honestly the formula is good. I just think the packaging is not good. I haven't used this in a while, but I think I remember the formula being pretty good. See, like, what is happening right now? There's nothing coming out. There's mostly just like clear liquid. Okay, there we go. It's a little better. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna blend this out with a brush. This is the lightest shade, but it's still like a little bit dark for me, which I don't mind because it gives me a little bit of a sun-kissed glow, but this isn't really giving much coverage, and that's okay, I guess. I'm not really huge on full coverage foundations, but I do think I want a little more than this. I don't know. I'm already seeing a little bit of pilling around the mouth. Nothing bad though, I can save it, which is actually surprising. Maybe this formula and the dewy skin cream actually get along, because it's not looking too bad actually. I also just want to mention this product claims to be a primer, concealer, highlighter, and BB cream. This is not giving concealer. This is giving maybe glowy primer at best. I thought I liked this formula better, but now that I'm looking at it, I think it's claiming to do just too much. I think if it claimed to be like a primer and a BB cream, I could see that. It's not really giving highlighter or concealer, in my opinion. Not a huge fan of this product. Packaging and the claims don't match what it is. Now I'm gonna go in with concealer. This one is by Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is their Magic Touch Concealer. And this concealer is just very heavy, in my opinion. It creases a lot on me personally. If you have very perfect skin and you don't have a lot of lines, if you like a really high coverage concealer, you might really like this one. But for me, it just gives me too heavy of a finish. And again, like I said, I feel like it ages me when it settles into all my lines. This concealer is just so heavy and so mask-like. Honestly, difficult to blend out too. A little bit goes a long way. I don't feel like I applied that much, but as you can see, this is a bit of a struggle to blend out and it looks super heavy. I already feel like this makeup does not look good. And I'm trying, you guys. I'm gonna try to make this makeup look good. I don't have high hopes. Moving on to bronzer. This one, I really didn't like this bronzer. This is by P. Louise. This is their Spoilt for Choice Cream Bronzer. I'm using the shade Biscuit Bestie, and I actually got these in PR, and I thought the shades were just super weird. I thought this one might look good and be usable for me, but on the skin, this just does not look natural. I feel like this cream bronzer just sits on top of the skin. It gives a really makeup-y kind of look. It does blend out pretty nicely and pretty easily, but again, the color is just weird to me. It's a little bit too yellow. I don't know what it is about this cream bronzer, but we do not like each other. Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm literally getting anxiety doing this video. I have not used all of these products that I don't like together, and already I am just really not liking it. Immediately, I don't know if you guys can see, I'll zoom you in a little bit. Immediately, there are like heavy creases underneath my eyes where I applied that concealer. I feel like this makeup already has aged me, and I don't feel good right now, but I'm doing this for you. So we have two blushes that I want to talk about today. The first one isn't necessarily one that I don't like. It's just one that I never really reach for because I don't find it special at all. This is the Refi Malaya Cream Blush. The packaging on this is super minimal, very light, kind of cheap feeling. I don't hate it, honestly, but this is what that blush looks like. It looks pretty. I've used this a couple times, and I just don't reach for it because I feel like there's just nothing special about this blush. I don't know. I mean, the color is nice. It's just such a basic formula in my opinion, and again, it just kind of sits on top of the skin instead of looking like it's coming from within. I'm not sure if you guys can tell what I mean on camera, but you'll notice a lot of these products, I'm gonna bring up the same thing. They look like makeup, and I know you might be saying, well, obviously, duh, it's makeup, but like my personal style of makeup, and this will inform you whether or not you might like or dislike these things, my style of makeup is very light, typically, more like a no makeup vibe, or even if I'm going for more of a glam look, I don't want it to look like I am wearing heavy makeup. I want it to look very natural. I want it to look very smooth, effortless, and this makeup is not giving any of those things. I'm gonna go in with the second blush that I mentioned earlier a little bit later to layer on top, but I actually think I'm gonna move on to powders now. I was actually disappointed that I didn't love this product more. This is the NYX Buttermelt Bronzer, but these are quite pigmented and a bit difficult to blend out. Again, not a huge fan of the shades on me actually, and I've tried a couple different shades now. This isn't a bad product by any means. I think a lot of people could pick this bronzer up and like it. It is a little bit more high coverage, high pigmentation than what I would typically go for, which is a reason why I'm not a huge fan of it. Yeah, I just think the color is a little bit too pink or something. Don't get me wrong, I don't hate this product, but I don't think I'll be reaching for it again just because I have other bronzers that I just way prefer over this one. I am still on the hunt though for a good drugstore powder bronzer, so if you can recommend one, please let me know. Going in with powder, this is the NARS Crystal Light Reflecting Setting Powder Pressed, and she's giving us absolutely nothing. Let me show you what I mean. First of all, I'm gonna blend these super heavy creases out underneath my eyes from that concealer. I'm gonna pick up this powder on a powder puff so I get a little bit of extra impact. I don't know, I just feel like that didn't really do much. And this powder is also not completely matte. It's more of like a light reflective powder as suggested in the name. And I just don't personally like powders like that very much. I like my Hourglass powders, but other than that, I typically go for a matte powder. So if you like a little bit of light reflecting properties in your powders, you might like this one. But to me, this is just giving us nothing, and my face is gonna look greasy in like 30 minutes from now. By the way, I just want to mention, no shade to any of these brands in particular. Like for example, Tatcha, their night cream is so good. Their cleansing balm is one of the best cleansing balms I've ever tried. NARS, you guys know I love NARS. Their matte creamy concealer is so good. All of these brands that I've mentioned, I have products from each one that I absolutely love. These ones just didn't hit the mark for me, so I just wanted to mention that in case I didn't make that super clear. So up until now, I feel like I haven't been super harsh on any of these products, but this next product, I think I hate it. Like, I actually really don't like this product. This is the Milk Makeup Kush Brow Shadow Stick. This is a brow pencil. Tell me in what world, how is anyone gonna fill in their brows with this thick brow pencil? Not me. Don't get me wrong, I love Milk. In fact, I love almost all of their other products except for their brow products. This has got to be the worst of them though. Let me just try and do my brows as best as I can. I've tried really hard to get this brow pencil to work, and I just cannot for the life of me. I think it is so poorly designed. Look how thick my tail is. How am I supposed to get it? How am I supposed to get a sharp tail? I'm trying. You guys can probably tell how frustrated I am. This is just insane to me. On this part of my brow, the front area, it's not so bad. It fills it in really quick. It's not bad, okay? This part of my brow, I have no idea how anyone can fill in the tail of their brow and make it look good using this pencil. It's just not gonna work for me. I need to clean this up with concealer. Okay, that's a little bit better. Still, I don't love the way my brows are looking right now, and I wouldn't recommend this brow pencil to anyone. Okay, so I just finished my other brow off camera, and they're not looking too bad. My problem is, why did it take me so long to do them, and why did I have to clean them up so heavily because they looked like Sharpie brows? That's not okay. So for that reason, this one is going in the trash bin. Sorry, Milk. I actually do really love you guys. For brow gel, I did say Milk brow products are not my favorite, and this is their Kush Fiber Brow Gel. Not a hate, but not a love. I just prefer a clear brow gel. I actually think their clear brow gel in their Kush brow line is pretty decent. Okay, let's actually revisit the blush. This is by Bare Minerals. This is their Complexion Rescue Highlighting Blush. And I thought I was going to love these, but I just didn't. Right off the bat, I really don't like the packaging on this. It feels very cheap. It's actually like, it's kind of hard to squeeze the product out. Let me show you. You have to like really smush it, and I haven't, okay, there we go. I've only used this a couple times before. This product is still technically full. What I didn't like about these blushes is that they are patchy, and I don't know if you guys can see, but it's lifting up that blush underneath, and I had the same problem with their other cream blushes. It was their Tinted Moisturizer cream blushes, and I had the same sort of problem. I just could not, for the life of me, get them to blend out smoothly and not patchy. These blushes are kind of the same thing. Patchy, but I also just don't really love the finish of these. I know they're supposed to be a blush highlighter, and I was more so hoping for kind of like a Charlotte Tilbury glow wand blush, like Madison Beer-esque vibes, but this just, it didn't give it to me, and this isn't bad by any means. I think I could maybe make this work, but it's just not my favorite. Let's move on to the eyes, shall we? These are the Shadow Sticks by Fenty. They claim to be a long wear eyeshadow stick, and I was actually really disappointed by these. I had very high hopes. To me, these do not blend easily at all. They tug on the eyes, they feel a little bit dry, and when I go in with an eyeshadow stick, I want it to blend like butter. I want it to feel creamy on the eyes, but I want it to set down and last. These just didn't do that for me. They felt a little heavy, and again, they get kind of patchy because they don't blend very easily. The thing with these eyeshadow sticks is I can make them work clearly, but in my opinion, if I have a product like the Laura Mercier Caviar eyeshadow sticks, I'm gonna pick those up over these every single time. I love those ones. They're so smooth and creamy, and I love the colors that they come in. This next one isn't necessarily a dislike. It's just, for the price, I can't really justify it. This is the Dior 5-color eyeshadow palette in the shade 523, and this palette is absolutely gorgeous. When I first saw this palette and these shades, I was mesmerized. This was sent to me in PR. However, this is upwards of 92 Canadian dollars on Sephora for 5 shades. And to me, when I apply these shadows, they're not giving me a ton of color payoff. The shimmer finishes aren't really anything too special in my opinion. The pigment is just fine, the finish is just fine, it's nothing special, and for $92 I would just hope for a little bit more pigment and a little bit more of that wow factor. I still will use this palette. I think the shades are really pretty, especially for very light and soft makeup days, and honestly I do think this palette is beautiful to look at, but for everyday wear this isn't something that I'm gonna reach for, unfortunately. To me, there are a lot of other products from Dior that are incredible. For example, their lip maximizers, I absolutely love them, could not live without them. Moving on to eyeliner, I was really bummed about these. These are the Kosas Soul Gazer Intensifying Gel Eyeliners, and I was really excited about these. I think the color range is absolutely beautiful, but in my opinion, I'm not really much of a mechanical eyeliner kind of girl, so if you are, you might really like these, but to me, these feel really hard to apply, and it's almost impossible to get a super precise, crisp line. They do come with a sharpener, but even then, I do think nothing compares to a good old-fashioned wooden sharpenable pencil. I also didn't find these to be super creamy. They were kind of a bit challenging to apply in that regard as well. See, like that's about the most precise wing I can get out of these. And it's not me. I don't like eyeliner that looks kind of thick like this. I like my eyeliner to look very crisp and sharp. I'm gonna go in with an eyeliner brush to try and redeem this. It's disappointing because I absolutely love Kosas, and I think I actually like every other product that I've tried from them, but this just wasn't my thing. And I understand that I am a little bit biased just because I don't like mechanical pencils like this, but just not loving it. But in the photos, in the marketing of these eyeliners, all of the liner was so crisp and sharp and it just looked so beautiful and pigmented. And in person, I just didn't get that effect. Like, I feel like the makeup artist who worked on that campaign must have really had to be like in there with a detailed brush, shaping everything out, because in my opinion, there's no way to achieve that just using the pencil. I feel like this mascara is gonna be a little bit controversial because I know a lot of people really love it. This is the Benefit They're Real mascara, and I think I used to like this back in the day, but I don't know what it is about this formula. It weighs my lashes down and it doesn't hold a curl, and it also smudges on me so badly for some reason. If I wear this mascara, it's gonna be all over my eyelids in no time. It's a super wet consistency, so I feel like as soon as I start to build this up, my lashes just get heavy and they fall and they just don't look very good, in my opinion. Okay, so that is one coat. There are these little tiny micro balls of product that start to form that I definitely notice, but let's do another coat. Okay, so my camera died, but I did complete my mascara, and I don't know if you guys can tell, but my lashes do just look a little heavy. They're not giving fluttery, separated lashes. For me, I like more of a separated look. This is definitely more of a volumized look, so if you're into that, you might like this mascara. It is the transfer that bothers me though. Once I wear this for like an hour or two, it starts transferring on my lids, and when mascaras do that, I can't get with it. Let's move on to lips. I do have lip liner on already. I couldn't really think of a lip liner that I didn't like enough to include in this video, but I do have a lipstick. This is the L'Oreal Color Riche lipstick in the shade Ferris Nude, and for me, it really is just the smell of this lipstick. I'm not like a huge fan of the formula either, but it's not bad. This formula just makes me think of like old lady lipsticks, and I'm not a big fan of that. The color's fine. It's not my favorite. Again, the formula is not my favorite. Yeah, it's really just a smell for me. I can smell it when it's on my lips. This next one is a doozy. I've talked about this a couple times. This is the Patrick Ta Major Volume Plumping Gloss, and I've tried a few shades of these and I really wanted to like these, but they are so thick and sticky. They goop and gloop together. It sticks to itself on your lips, so when you're talking, there's like these little globs of lip gloss that stick together, and it also smells like pine trees. I don't love the smell of this either. It looks fine when your mouth is closed, but look at this. Ugh, I cannot handle that. Ugh, oh my, like, it's so bad. I had to blot most of that gloss off because it was so nasty. And that is it for this video, full face of makeup that I do not like. Honest thoughts, you guys. What do you think of this makeup look? Is it not so bad? Do you notice a difference from my typical makeup? Let me know what you think down below. And if you agree with me or disagree with me on any of these products, I would love to hear. Let me know which makeup products you really don't like. I'm so snoopy. I read and respond to basically every single comment. Typically, I'll declutter any makeup that I don't like, but I just noticed I had some products building up. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up so that I know you want more content like this, more products I don't like kind of videos. These products had just been kind of piling up, so I thought, why not make a video about this? But yeah, if you made it all the way to the end, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.